our Chihuahuista, our little fashion Chihuahuista butterfly, who is now licking Randy's nose off, I think. And her partner, Rains. These are special needs puppies. And you know what? That's about as far as the disability goes because they are just as good as perfect four-footed animals. They both have genetic disabilities that affect how they walk. But you know what? They don't care, so neither should you. So they're joining us in the studio. We've got to give a shout out to Auntie Laura. I know you're watching. I know you're listening to us today, Auntie Laura. And there's your girl. There's your girl. There is Butterfly. Auntie Laura is the person who gave me Butterfly about 2 years ago, and we absolutely love this puppy. She's fantastic. Yes, we're talking about you right now. So, Laura, we're so glad you joined us today on the Pet Project. All right. Paw Print Saturday continues as we try to bring some of the most unique and different and interesting pet products to you on this holiday shopping weekend. Start to line up gifts for your pets and gifts for the pet lovers in your life. And we want to introduce you to a company that I've known pretty much since they got started, Our Pets. And Our Pets was founded back in the 1995 by Dr. Steve Sengus. And at that time, I actually had him on the air with me on the Pet Project when it was a feature on KFWB radio here in Los Angeles. And the goal of Our Pets is promoting pet health, well-being, and owner and pet interaction. And you know what? I believe in pet health and well-being, but I sure believe in owner and pet interaction. That is something that doesn't happen enough, and we want to make it happen more. Joining us from Our Pets is Rochelle Hartigan. And Rochelle, thank you so much for being with us on Paw Print Saturday.
Tammy, thanks for having me.
How is Steve?
Oh, he's doing well. I actually didn't realize he'd been on the show years ago. He's doing really well. He's still active and part of our company and definitely influential in creating new and innovative products for pets and their people.
Yep, we had him on when we were just a 1 or 2 minute feature and had such a nice time with him back, gosh, 16 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow. Tell us about Our Pets. How did it all get going?
Well, Our Pets started with a single product, and Dr. Steve is actually has his PhD in animal wellness and aging, and he created a product called the Big Dog Feeder, which is an elevated feeder for dogs that raises their bowls basically off the floor. So it gives them a more comfortable feeding position for good for their posture, and also can be good for their digestion, too. Especially aging dogs find it difficult to bend down, and we sit at a table when we eat, so he created a similar item for them, and that was how it all got started. So the Big Dog Feeder is still one of our company bestsellers and still a popular must among big dog owners.
Well, I've got to tell you, back then, when that came out, and we had Steve on the show, I got one of those.
Oh, good.
And we still have it. And 16 years later, it's still just functioning beautiful, and it is a very good product, because especially when you have a larger dog, it's so hard for them to bend down.
It is.
Or a senior dog. And we have a number of senior dogs, too. So, I mean, it just works in some great ways.
Good. And since that time, we've actually expanded the elevated feeder line to lots of sizes. We found that even little dogs, even though they have little legs, they still want that same posture benefit and same digestive benefit. And we've added a lot of other new products, and one of the things I want to talk about today is cat, especially because I think they're so much tougher sometimes to find interesting toys and products to keep them engaged and active and exercising at home. Mm-hmm. I think our dogs tend to tell us what they want. They come and tell us it's time to go for a walk or bring us their ball and their toy, and our cats tend to sit around and watch the world go by if we let them. So I wanted to share a couple of interesting toys and activities for cats today with you that are now available from Our Pets.
Okay. I think cats just expect us to know what they want, and they're waiting for us to figure it out.
Or to serve them.
Exactly. So what do you have in store for our pets this holiday? Our kitties.
So one of the most interesting toys out there, I think, for cats is the Play and Squeak cat toy. And this is a toy that actually emits an electronic sound that sounds just like a mouse.
Oh,
so our cats tend to spend their time looking out the window, daydreaming of catching birds or hoping that a mouse finds its way into the house, which we, of course, don't want.
Right.
But this is a toy that sounds and looks and feels just like a real mouse. So for a cat, it gets them up and moving and chasing and pouncing and doing all those things they would in the wild that they don't always get the opportunity to do when they're at home and just sitting around and resting in the sunlight.
Doing cat things. My husband just passed me a note, Rochelle. It says dogs have owners, cats have staff. And that is so true. Rosemary, Rochelle, stay with us. We are going to hit a break right now. We'll be back and talk about more terrific items from our pets here on The Pet Project.
Attention.